showcase of the best players in the NFL is coming up as we celebrate the latest edition of the Pro Bowl. The stars of the AFC and NFC are ready to shine. Next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's the penultimate game of the NFL calendar. AFC versus NFC in the NFL Pro Bowl game between our visitors. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, it's the Pro Bowl. You never really know what to expect, so I guess I'll ask you, what do you expect?
Well, in recent years, it has turned into an absolute offensive explosion, hasn't it? Games in the 50s are not out of line. What you're hoping is that some of these great defenders have a chance to adjust and react and maybe narrow that down a little bit. But I will say, this game is tilted heavily towards the offense's advantage.
Set to go. It's the NFL's annual showcase. The 2023 Pro Bowl is underway. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So out comes the NFC for their opening drive. Bringing him out is the future Hall of Famer, now in his 18th NFL season, Aaron Rodgers.
And no doubt about it, it was a banner year for quarterbacks in the NFC. A number of guys could very well have been selected for this, but I thought he stood out. I thought he found a way to separate himself from the pack, and he's been rewarded as the starting quarterback in the Pro Bowl. Definitely the right choice in my book.
Here's a carry for Saquon Barkley and the Giants, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Running again with Barkley on second down. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. An early task. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and an AFC touchdown.
I have to believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, you know, we talk about these defensive backs during the season, that they're educated gamblers. They take the education out of it. They just go for the football here. Hey, try and make a big play, and if you get one, you really look terrific in this game.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 AFC. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. So now we'll get our second look in this game at the NFC offense. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Holding. Offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Rodgers now to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, the pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
Taken right around the 44. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it'll be a short field ahead as the AFC takes over 1st and 10. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position.
They're led out by last season's comeback player of the year. In his 3rd season now, it's Joe Burrow.
I know he's not showing it on the outside, but inside, he's got to be celebrating because think about all the quarterbacking we saw in the AFC this year. 5 or 6 guys could have earned this honor. He got the nod, a real feather in his cap.
And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 24, Burrow throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
They'll get that one to Taylor complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And Burrow going to throw again.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now it's Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good,
and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through this time in the Pro Bowl.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
The NFC with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Now Rodgers.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Holding. Defense.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. On third down, Burrow. He's got Allen.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
To the air again, Burrow. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On second down, it's Taylor.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. This offense on third down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Tyler Boyd from 10 yards out. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
McPherson on for the point after.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from Tyler Boyd. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here now the NFC to take over on offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching.
A first down carry for Barkley. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making...
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Running again with Barkley on second down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. That throw by Brady incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Slant route to Miller. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Brady again. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Myles Garrett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnover.
Under pressure, they got him again. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing into break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
So we have hit halftime of the Pro Bowl with the AFC leading the NFC. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for our visitors in the first half. And despite the big lead, they really did next to nothing throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage. We'll see how aggressive they want to be going forward. Meanwhile, for our home team, they too have found passing lanes to be hard to come by so far. As you see by the numbers, they'll need to figure that out in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The AFC offense now set to start this 3rd quarter. Now Burrow on 1st down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Burrow looking to pass. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Here's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw into the hands of Henry here. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run once more with Taylor. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the left side with Taylor. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Now it's Burrow. He'll get this off to Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now the NFC heading out for their first drive of the second half.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allow.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Taylor will score. Touchdown AFC.
A strong run there when he gets it, especially around the goal line like a bull in a China shop.
And none of us ever want to confront that bull in any China shop, Julie, any more than we want to confront him. Got behind his pads, ran with power, and got into the end zone.
What an asset around the goal line, a guy like that.
It's almost almost like a safety blanket, isn't it? When all else fails, hand it to this big back and let him power his way forward.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense for the NFC back out there. And it's great to see the Stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the 4th quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and they'll have to live with that for the rest of the year.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Brady now on 1st down. He's got the hook up to Miller. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Again, it's Brady. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Brady. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Brady now to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Brady going to throw. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC from 6 yards away. And the NFC able to cut into that lead. Brady will look to throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. That's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be secured by the AFC. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
First and 10, Taylor now. Down to the 42, 2nd down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They go to the ground again with Tanner. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now Brady got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. No problem there for the NFC. A big gain on 4th down, and that will keep the drive moving. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now the NFC going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Brady's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. I think that everyone's going to go home pretty happy, especially the AFC since they won the game.